Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you, wherever you're watching around the world. You are joining the Invictus Racing League. You're actually tuning in or watching back the Formula 2 Equal Performance League. I'm your grateful, humble, and gracious host, Energy Dan, and joining me in the comms box for Season X Round 1 is, of course, the Welsh wonder, James Hook. How are you doing, James?
I'm very well, thank you, buddy. How are you?
I'm very well, mate. So, guys, if you are joining again from the previous broadcast, we have restarted. We are, of course, in round 1 of Season X, which is, of course, the land of the rising sun of Suzuka in Japan. We won't go through the drivers again because I think it's going to be too quick. We're going to start pretty quickly now. But at some point, we may do that. But if you do want to know about the drivers, then get on our website. You know, go into the Invictus Racing League website and have a look. For people who are non-members, you can still look at league tables and the lineups and things and get immersed in the information that is abundant to you. But yeah, so Japan, James. I hope because we've not changed sessions that we're now going to have a wet race, but you never know.
I certainly hope not. Just for the driver's sake. It's stressful enough coming around here as it is.
It is, mate.
You've got to be like really, really mentally tapped if you really like Japan. That's yes.
To be honest with you, James, I think Japan is actually quite a good race if you're on a wheel. I enjoyed it on Monday night with the Tuesday night with the Realistic Performance League. It's actually really nice on a wheel. It's quite a nice flowing track. I used to hate it on pad, but yeah, I think if you're on a wheel, it can go really well.
Well, next time I'm around Japan, then fingers crossed it'll be a bit better than it was previously.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too long now, and all the drivers should be getting ready again.
But yeah, I mean, it's a very technical circuit. I mean, in particular, Degner 1 and Degner 2, super difficult to take that full speed. Especially through Degner 1, that right curb. If you clip that right curb, it can really hinder you. And as well, if you grab too much brake coming into Degner 1, it really diminishes your speed coming into Degner 2. And then, of course, you've got another heavy braking zone for Degner 2. But then if you don't get your braking zone, there's that gravel trap on the left-hand side just before the bridge that if you get in that gravel trap, you're not getting out very quickly. It's super, super slow. And then, like we mentioned before, the hairpin. There's 2 lines you can take for the hairpin, super tight or super wide. You could argue which is better, whether you go super tight and then get a straight line speed out, or keep your corner speed round to try and get then off into the next section of the track. I don't know what you think of that, James.
Yeah, I'm with you as well. I think the wing setups for the different cars will come into play with that particular corner.
Yeah.
Like you said, when you go out really wide, and you've got more of the track to go straight on.
Yeah, I agree.
So you get a little bit more top speed or acceleration, however you want to word it, than you would maybe if somebody was running a bit of a higher wing, So yeah,
it's one of those circuits, isn't it? I mean, you've got a lot of high speed corners, low speed corners, and I can understand why guys would want to do different setups around here. To try and have a benefit on the corner. I mean, you've got a long back straight. Between Spoon Curve through 130R to Casino Triangle, it's a massively long straight. That longer than it looks on a map, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and I don't know if I'm delving into the car set a little bit too much with what I'm going to say, but maybe if people are running lower wings, they're stiffening up the anti-roll bars and the suspension a bit more than people that would be running higher wings. I don't know if I'm delving into the set a bit that much.
No, I totally agree with that, mate. But the only thing is, if you're going harder with your roll bars, you need to increase your ride height, I believe. I'm not the best with setups, but
no, Rimac is first out.
Rimac is first out. Okay, so no, he's been overpassed by Delange, I think. Yeah, Delange is first out. No, there's more. Racing Points again, mate. Racing Points again are first out. Yeah, so TB's out first this time. So let's stay on board with TB as he goes on his out lap. So coming through the S curves now. Very difficult section. Those curves are super, super high, especially for the first and second curves. Then you've got Dunlop. I think there's a definitive plan between the Racing Points, mate. They've come out together again. I think they're going to try and slipstream each other.
Yeah, so maybe when I think it'll obviously be Jake getting the first fast time lap then, and then TV getting the second fast time lap.
Maybe
if it works up that way.
Yeah, maybe you could be right, mate. Yeah, but I'd love to know these things. We have to speculate when we're watching these races, but I don't think there's any reason why you'd come out together and ride so close. So the only thing I think of is they are slipstreaming to get a better advantage. I mean, the slipstream coming down the home finish straight is probably worth 2.5 tenths, I'd say.
Could be, yeah, even more.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, if you get a decent turn out of the last curve.
Yeah, looking at the rest of the drivers, nobody has come out together apart from the Racing Points.
Well,
then we've got Delange coming up in third.
If you run on board with Jake, with Tipsy Hobbit, let's see what he does at the end of this.
Yep.
Because unless I can't understand why they're running so close together. I really don't.
It's going to cause difficulties coming through the fast S's that we're going through now.
Yeah,
they're running close.
Unless TB has said, look, you know, I'm much faster here. Stick with me. Oh, Jake's
gone wide.
Oh.
Yeah, he bottled it.
No, he bottled
Jake's
it.
gone wide. He's bottled it. Yep.
Yeah.
He's not going to like us for saying that, but he's bottled it.
Well, I think after I said that last season, he's not let it go. So, so yeah, watching TV now come through the hairpin. James, can you just check who's behind TB as I'm on board with him? I think it's one of the McLarens.
It is Delange. Yeah, Delange's next.
Right, so we know who to go to next. Okay.
Yeah,
so
Delange then Rimac.
Perfect. So TB just coming round now, Spoon Curve. About to power down and go towards 130R. Now 130R historically was one of the most difficult circuits in these modern era F1 cars. Very easy to navigate 130R. Coming to Castillo Triangle, let's go on board with him. Does he take curb? Yes he does. Does he take more curb? Yes he does. Stays off that curb at the bump. And then next comes across the line with a 128.806. On board with Rimac now. 129.071. And then it was Delange, I believe.
Yeah, 129.9.
I think I'm going to see Sab. There's an Alfa Romeo. I can't see what it is, but oh no, Sab's come in. Tanker comes across the line. No, it's a fast lap is starting. Okay, who we got? Is it a Ferrari on a fast lap, mate?
No, it is Tanker on a fast lap of the Alfa Romeo.
Nah, there was Meg Lugby going fourth with a 129.327. Fantastic from Meg Lugby there on the soft tyre. And then we got Ribis. Ribis went 129.157. Unbelievable. And we've got a Renault coming by with a RG, I believe it is. Yep, RG coming through Castillo Triangle now. Just navigating the last curve. What can he do on the soft tyre?
We've got Matty coming behind him.
So RG goes
Matty's
pole.
coming through the triangle now. Casino Triangle. Just about to come over the last corner onto the last straight. And he puts in...
Invalidated, mate. Invalidated.
Oh, it is as well.
I believe we've got a Haas car of Tony Y. No, it must be Lipinski on his outlap.
Yeah, MJ Coupe went through a couple of cars ago, set at 128.9.
Tipsy on an outlap. I think TV's in the pit, so Tipsy on an outlap. Let's work out. It looks like we've got Tanker. I believe it is Tanker coming down a hot lap now. Yes, it is. And he comes across the line with a 130.183 in 10th on the medium tyre though, James. Medium tyre.
Yes, it's not a bad lap, that's not.
Let's just see what Matt is doing, because Matt is, I think he's on a fast lap on the mediums. He's already done one lap. Yeah, I think he's on a hot lap, mate. He's coming to spoon curve now. A little bit indecisive turning in there. I don't know whether he's getting to grips with his setup or not, but it looked as though the races have been.
Yeah.
Racing down
Meg's on a fast lap as well.
Whereabouts is Meg, mate?
Coming through Dunlop. Coming through Dunlop.
Ah, okay. So we'll go to Meg next then. I think it's going to be a slow lap for Matty. I think he might even come in the pit towards the good. No, he's not. It's going to be slow.
Oh, little lock up from Meg.
Yeah, Matty stays 14th, so Meg Luckpy.
Yeah, he's invalidated.
Has he? Ah, okay. Okay,
yeah.
So I think we might have... Has MJ Coops done soft tires? He's coming in.
Alan J's is just behind Meg. Just come through the hairpin now.
No, he's done 2 laps on mediums, mate. I'm not sure he'll actually... He's up 3 tenths though, to be honest with you. But he's already done 2 laps on those mediums. Unless he's doing a super banker lap, let's call it. See what he's doing with 130R. He flashed purple then.
He's up. He was up 5 tenths. This could be a good lap for Aaron.
Has he just done two warm-up laps then to get his tyres ready?
He might have.
Yeah.
He might have. Might be a little sneaky strategy involved in that.
What happened then? He backed off. No, he backed off, mate. He backed off.
Ooh.
He blipped just before the bump.
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah.
He backed off.
I was riding on board.
He didn't want to set a fast lap on those mediums. I think he wants to. I don't know whether he's I don't know whether he's gone harder on his tyre choice. In fact, no, he can't. He won't have another set of mediums. You can't do it. You can't get another set of mediums, can you?
No, it's weird with the tyre selections. If it were harder, you still only get 1 set of mediums for the qualifying, which is
that's really annoying. So
yeah,
I think maybe
we've
gone on
in the pits. I was just going to say, Matt, you just come into the pits.
Yeah, I've got Tipsy on a hot lap on the soft, mate. Coming around the last curve now. No, he's come in. He's come in. Jacob, round Castillo Triangle, navigating last curve. Really tight.
TB's on a fast lap.
TB, 3rd place, 128.805, but Jacob, 128.782 and beats him. Wow. Unbelievable lap from Jacob there, mate.
I think TB is actually still on a fast lap now. I think he's going on again.
Right, okay. My apologies. It must be Jacob that set the fast lap then and pushed.
Yeah.
Caught my eye a little bit there, but yeah, thanks for correcting me, James.
No worries, buddy. Didn't do it nastily.
So yeah, done board with TB now. Coming through Degner 1, attacking Degner 2.
Gone purple.
Naturally.
Yeah, hey!
The guy's phenomenal. He's just...
So I was watching him and Lozak last season and they were just untouchable together.
Yeah, they were, mate. But, I mean...
They were so fast.
What got me was Lozak was a couple of steps above TB, and that was impressive in his own right. But then TB, I think he's definitely the guy to beat this season. So on his way down to 130R now. The next point that could really trip him up is, of course, Castillo Triangle. And I've no doubt he'll nail it. Doesn't take curb though. Have you noticed that? It doesn't take any curb from Castillo Triangle.
He uses sort of the white line on the outside of the apex.
And he goes P2, James, with a 128.657.
Rapid pace.
On board with Mr. Steen coming through Castillo Triangle. Takes much more curb than what TB did. Goes wide. Gets the high speed up. What can he do? No, doesn't improve. Delange. He's coming through Degner 1 and Degner 2. Ooh, just kept that in line there.
Yeah, Ryan Mack's just about to come over the line as well.
Who was that, sorry, James? Rymack?
Rymack gone 3rd, yeah.
Ah, wow. Fair play to Rymack there. Tony Y, yeah. So Delange. Yeah, so it is. I think it's Delange next, I believe. We've also got Tony Y and Meg Luppy on hot laps. So once we've finished watching Delange come through, we'll then flip to Tony Y and Meg Luppy. Now we've got Delange coming down the back straight towards 130R, who's gone purple. He's gone purple in 2nd sector. What can he do as his Casino triangle coming through the last curve? Doesn't go too tight, keeps it nice and wide. What can he do? Oh, and he goes 5th place. I believe Meg Luppy and Tony Y. Yeah, Tony Y next, I believe.
Just double check that gap.
Oh, we've got Tipsy Hobbit, I think, actually. No, it's not Tipsy Hobbit. I think it's Tony Y, mate.
No, it's Tanker.
Oh, is it Tanker?
It's Tanker. Yeah. It's Tanker, then Meg Luppy.
Tanker do, comes to go to the line with a 128.946 and goes 6th. Oh,
Meg goes 2nd with a 128.6.
Wow, fair play to Meg Luckpy.
And MJ Coupe shortly following him.
Who's that, sorry, James?
MJ Coupe, 128.4. Come across the lane just after.
MJ Coupe, that is brilliant to see from MJ Coupe. MJ Coupe obviously finding his form. What a great way to kick off this season for MJ Coupe. Next we've got, let's have a look, is it Aaron J, I believe, mate?
Yeah, he's on an out lap, he's on starting his fast lap now, coming through the S's in sector 1.
So, I know during the race we like to keep broadcast view, but for qualifying, let's ride on board with the racers. Let's get you guys immersed in these corners, in these braking zones, the apexes. Let's see what he does. Aaron J in the Ferrari, through Degner 1, attacking Degner 2. Coming to the hairpin now. Heavy braking zone. Does he keep it tight? He goes tight. Sends it out wide.
Yeah. Tony White did the right thing pulling over there.
Yeah, he did.
Brilliant.
Great stuff from Tony
Respect
White.
there.
Now coming up to the infamous spoon curve. Beautifully done by Aaron J there. Now, of course, coming down to the infamous 130R. Very easy on a wheel round here, and he goes purple sector 2. This could be a great lap for Aaron J. I think this could be good enough for 5th or 6th, maybe. Let's see exactly
he's
what he
up
does.
6/10. Yeah.
Comes round the last curve. Get across that line, Aaron. Come on, let's see what you can do. And he goes 7th. Well done. Let's just go over with Reeby's. Is it Reeby's or Mrs. Steen next?
I think it is.
Reeby's. Or maybe Jacob. Check Jacob.
No, he's invalid. Our business invalidated.
Let's check where's Jacob. Jacob is in sector 2. Yeah, so it's Jacob.
Just coming down the back straight.
Jacob, then Mr. Steen. Again, up to the infamous 130R. And he's gone purple sector 2, mate. He's gone purple sector 2. What can he do? It looks slow through there, though. Did he miss a gear?
May have.
Does he? Oh, he goes 3rd! He goes 3rd with a 128.605. Let's go to Mr. Steen. So going through 130 after Mr. Steen. He goes purple sector as well, apparently. Things up quickly. Needs to improve massively. It's sitting in P14. We've only got 3 minutes left of this qualifying session, round 1, season X. No, he can't improve. Oh no, he does. Sorry, he goes P4. P4 for Mrs. Steen. Sorry, I thought he got across the line. Yeah, so Mrs. Steen goes P4 with a 128.622. Wow. Literally 17,000 of a second slower than Jacob. Wow. So we should be seeing guys come out on their last set of soft tyres. They need to get out of the pits, I'd say, within the next 50 seconds to be able to do another lap. James, what do you think, mate?
Yeah, it's going to be touch and go. I'd say the next, as you say it now, probably about 30 seconds, otherwise they're not going to get their fast lap in.
Yeah, I mean, they run the risk of actually getting out, having to run the tyres too hard to get round, so they're doing it to be out now if they're going to get a decent lap in. We've got, is that TV is on an out lap, he's starting, just checking, yeah, let's see what Sab's going to do. We've not seen Sab yet. Sab's not posted a time yet. He's on an out lap, he's on a fast lap, so let's stick with Sab in the McLaren, in that papaya orange. I know how much Sab loves the McLaren. He's a massive McLaren fan, hence why he's riding that papaya orange McLaren this season. So of course you will know Sab from the podcast with Captain Stiff, aka Gareth, from the previous seasons, which was of course the Invictus Racing League show. He's now moving that show to the final word, so do stay tuned at the end of this broadcast for all the links to those shows, and of course the other Invictus Racing League channel. So just on board with Sab now, coming down. Can he get this next set? Let's see what he does, let's see what he does. As he comes from spoon curve. Oh, goes a little bit wide. Oh, it's compromised. Yeah, that's compromised. Unfortunate for Sab. I think that's it. Yeah, he's going to back out of that big time.
Yeah, TB's the next one on track, on the on the fast lap rather.
Thanks for that, James. That's brilliant information. I believe then it is, of course, I think it's his teammate. Oh, he's gone purple. TB has gone purple. He's in nail Castillo triangle. Oh, looks like a little bit rear happy on the rear axle there. Let's see what I can do though. He goes P1, 120. Oh, nearly broke the 128s, James. 42 thousandths. 42
Track
thousandths
evolution must be
shallow
looking
on
good.
the 127.
Yeah. RG has just pulled over. Just after the casino triangles. Just pulled up in the gravel and everybody passed.
Who we got next, James? Is it Megluppy? Let's see what
It
Megluppy
is.
can do.
He's on his fast lap now.
Ah, okay, so we've got MJ Coop and Megluppy on fast laps.
Oh, MJ Coop's in the gravel.
Oh, sorry about flicking through, guys. Yeah,
he's
going
come
backwards.
off in the S's.
Ooh. So Megluppy in sector 1. We have gone now. The qualifying time is over. If they're on fast laps, they can finish those laps. So I'm on board with Megluppy, James. Can you spot anyone else after Megluppy or before Megluppy that's going to set a fast lap, mate?
Lipinski in the Haas looks to be on a fast lap. Just double check. MJ Coop obviously is invalidated. I don't think Rymac will be able to get a fast lap in. Tanker looks to be on a fast lap.
I think he's sector 2. Yeah, Megluppy's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Megluppy's the next one.
Our biz just goes third fastest as I jumped on board with the 128.3.
Wow. So he's on the second one of the grid provisionally. Unless MJ Coop, no, MJ Coop's actually gone now, so he won't there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Megluppy's the next person that can knock him off the second row. Let's see what he can do as we're on board with Megluppy. Can he come across the line?
Ooh, he's down on his
enough.
time.
It's not enough. I think that is it, mate. I think we've got everyone across the line that can set laps.
Yeah, I think that is it.
Wow. So I just noticed there as well, James, every single person apart from Jim the Gooner set their fast lap on the softs.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I know when I was doing a few runs earlier just to try and get a bit more knowledge of Japan, I think I remember seeing that the softs can do about 12 laps. So obviously with these now, it's 3 laps down from your out lap, your fast lap and your in lap.
Yeah.
So you're looking at about 9 laps. So maybe another 2-stop race.
I'm not convinced of that, mate. I'm not convinced. I think there's a definite 1 stop. Unless you have
to mediums?
problems. Yeah, definitely stop to mediums. Because despite the twisty turny track, it's not actually that bad on tyres. I did was that 1 stop I did on Tuesday? Can't remember now, but yeah, the tyres, they're not as bad as you think they would be. So I'll just run through the qualifying positions there for round 1 Suzuka of Season X. We've got, of course, in the Racing Point TB 128.042, nearly breaking the 128s. Lipensky in P2, we've got Ribis in P3, we've got RG in P4, MJ Coupe in P5, great outing for MJ Coupe. Aaron J in P6, we've got Jacob in P7, Delange in P8, Mr. Steen in P9, we've got Meglup in P10, Rymak in P11, Tanker 903 in 12, Tony White in 13, Reshka in 14, we've got Tipsy Orbit in 15, we've got Jim the Gunner in 16, Matty in 17, Sab in 18th, bringing up the last position. Didn't set a time, just going wide, coming out of Spoon on that last lap for Sab, unfortunate to see from him. But yeah, mate, yeah, I definitely think one stop, I really do. Because it's not that bad for tyre wear or degradation around here. Very surprising with the twisty turns of the S-curves, etc. But of course, the dreaded safety car, mate. I mean, we know what it's like round any of these circuits, James. It only takes one guy to go off. You don't even need a guy to crash out.
You just need to go off and dink the wing.
We have seen safety cars brought out for a dinked wing and slow drivers. So hopefully we don't see that. I really don't want to see that.
No, it's going to be interesting because obviously you've got the first lap now coming up. You're going to be heavy on fuel. You know, it's just going to be fast. You've got the first fast couple of S's before the Degners in Sector 2. That's where the problems are going to start. Because you've seen in the qualifying just now, MJ Coupe lost it, and that was an empty car. No, that was fresh tyres, empty car, and just a touch wide, and you're in the gravel, like, you know. So
yeah, and I think another corner just like that, Hooky, is Dunlop. As you come out the S curves, you're carrying a lot of speed coming through turn 6, which is the last right turn of S curves, and then you try and wang it in for the 2 less of Dunlop. But if you just put a little bit too much speed, it because of the adverse camber of Dunlop, it can force you out, just like you said about Spoon Curve. And them 2 corners alone, if you get it wrong, you could lose 3, 4, maybe even 5 seconds. And in a race that's this long, with a circuit that's fast, 5 seconds is an age. You know, you'd be going into the ice age of lap times. So these are the 2 corners you really need to watch out for. And of course, as pre-mentioned, Degner 1 and 2, or just Degner, which is for the 2 corners that make Degner. Braking too early for Degner 1 scrubs off so much speed, but then taking too much into Degner 2, you're in that little tiny gravel trap before the bridge on the left-hand side. These are 3 main corners. The rest of the corners I don't feel are that bad. I mean, maybe S-curve with the high curbs, you could come a cropper there. Don't know what you think, but to summarise, I would say S-curves, Dunlop, Degner and Spoon. They're your 4 corners that you need to watch out for on this circuit.
I think I agree with you on that one.
Yeah. So here we go, guys. As always, I will flick through the drivers to show you exactly what we've got. So TV in the Racing Point. Lipensky in P2 in the Haas, absolutely fantastic. Ribis, one of our newest drivers in the Alfa Romeo, sitting very pretty on the second row in the Alfa Romeo. Fair play to him. RG, our French driver. In fact, while we're doing this, let's put this tyre strategy on. There you go, guys. It's an RG, our French driver, on the end of the second row in P4. MJ Coupe in that Red Bull. A brilliant finishing qualifying for MJ Coupe. Really impressed with MJ Coupe there. And of course in the Ferrari, Aaron J on the 3rd row of the grid in P6. And then of course in the other Renault we've got Jacob. Alongside him in the McLaren is of course Delange. Wait till we get a good shot of him before we move on. There you go. And then after him we've got Mr. Steen, P9. In the, as we call it, the Colgate car. In the Williams.
We love the Williams.
Oh, we do. We do. And then, of course, in P10, we've got Meg Luppy in the other Red Bull, partner in MJ Coupe. There you go. And then just behind him is, of course, the Flying Scotsman of Rymak.
Yeah, and in 12th then we've got Tanker. 13th we've got Tony Y in the Haas. Then Reshka in P14, Tipsy Hobbit in 15. It's a bit unfortunate for Tipsy, usually a little bit quicker than that, I thought. But he He did say in a practice chat earlier this week I had with him that he's more of a race pace than he can never seem to get a qualifying done. So we see how he goes in later on in the race. Jim Laguna in a Ferrari in 16th. Matty in the other Colgate car in 17th. Sab in the Papaya Orange McLaren in 18th, and Alex B starting at the back of the grid in the only Toro Rosso that's racing this weekend.
I think it's worthwhile saying as well, James, Seep Alex has joined late. We didn't see him in qualifying. So, correct me if I'm wrong, James, but he wasn't in qualifying. I think he's joined late, am I right?
No, he wasn't. Yeah, you're right.
So, CPI Alex will be, of course, according to Codemasters rules, it will be on a standard setup. So I imagine it'll be on just one slightly more downforce than the mid one. So I don't expect good things from CPI Alex today, because Japan is one of the circuits you need a bespoke setup. You really do. I think we found that out from our test race earlier. So
yeah.
Unfortunately for CPI Alex, I don't envisage CPI Alex doing anything really well with that setup he's got. So just waiting now. The guys have formed up on the grid. We should be getting the red lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, and 5 lights. And they are out. And we get a good start from the racing point of TB. The Haas of Lopez just fending off there. But we do see Lipinski get into the...
he's a bit of a wing coming off towards the back there, so he cut across, Dan.
No, it's fine, mate. Lipinski, I'm just looking at Lipinski now. He's chopping and changing. It's hard to see who's in.
Ooh!
Right, Mac, 5-second penalty, severe collision. So we've got collisions. James, give us an insight what's happening at the back.
Meg's come off. He's down into 16th.
Safety car, James. Safety car.
Jacob's come off. Jacob's all the way down in 19th.
Sorry to cut you in, mate, but we've got multiple 5-second penalties for something that's happened. So it must have been a major collision at the back. It was at least 4 drivers we saw with 5-second time penalties. I don't know if did you see anything, James?
No, I cut across as I was looking through the incidents, and I seen Meg and Jacob all the way down the back. I didn't manage to see it all. I was trying to find out where the wing damage was flying everywhere. But yeah, no, you are right. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people with 5-second penalties already in lap 1.
Major incident. Let's just flick on the screen as well for our viewers. Position change when I actually get my act together. There you go, guys. So it looks like Mr. Steen, Jacob, Meg Lugby and Lipinski. Now, I know I was a bit decisive at the start, narrating what was happening. Lipinski was flipping up and down, so I'm not sure whether that had anything to do with it, but we've got 3 racers there, specifically down a lot of positions. I mean, you've got 10, 11 and 6 positions respectively.
Yeah, it's going to be, well, safety car in that one is throwing it all out the window for strategy, unless you're on the mediums. I'd say the mediums you could stay behind the safety car. Don't know about people on the softs. Maybe they could come in and chuck a set of hards on if they're feeling risky.
No, I would personally stay out. I'd stay out on the softs. Yeah, I would. But we've got RG coming in. They're looking for damage, so we've got a few drivers. Yeah. 7 or 8 drivers.
Marty's in on wing damage as well, I think.
Yeah, we've got a couple of drivers coming out on the hards. We've got RG
Jim Laguna, out on hards.
Yeah, Lipinski hards, Jim Laguna hards. So I'm actually inclined to say you can take the hards to the end. 25 laps. You've got another 2, maybe 3. Yeah, I'd say 2 that's behind the safety car. I think the hards can go that far. I don't know if you agree with that or not, mate. But
yeah, we know what the hards are like. Obviously, with the practice sessions we've been doing, we can just reel off the laps on hards, and they just seem to, like we've discussed before on previous race weeks, the hards will eventually start being really sticky towards that 35% mark. Not too sure about around Japan, but yeah, every other circuit definitely.
I think the worst thing for the hards is between Spoon Curve and Casilla Triangle. It's a majorly long straight that'll cool the tyres down, and we know what the hards are like. They're a pain in the bum to get warmed up.
But when they're warm.
Oh, when they're warm, yeah. And then the other problem is they cool down relatively quickly.
Yeah, so...
yeah, go on, mate. Go on, James.
As I say, like you said, cool down really quickly. Trailing a safety car is where they're going to cool down, and where they're not going to get the temperature in unless you're weaving.
Yeah, exactly. We saw it in the pre-season test, didn't we?
That was a good race. That was a cracking race.
And we commented on, I can't remember who it was, but we were saying he should be weaving, and he wasn't. And I think
it was Mr. Steen.
Or was it Steen? Yeah, I know it was one of the Williams. Yeah, and he wasn't weaving, and he lost. Was it 4 positions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was going for top 3.
Yeah.
We both put him on for top 3.
Yeah, we did. So.
Because he had started from the back because he missed qualifying, if I remember rightly.
So, I mean, just mentioning that, the next thing is if these guys on the hards encounter another safety car, then I believe they would have to pit because of that fact of warming the hards up. So, it's either going to pay off or it's not. If it's racing to the end, I think it's a great call. I think it's a great gamble. But if there's another safety car, I think that gamble will not pay off. So, let me quick.
Just being the safety car now, I'm just checking up on the comments coming from the stream.
Yep.
We've got Christian thinking Red Bull for the win. So we've got MGT Cooper and Meg opposite side of the table, so that could be interesting to watch. Would be very nice to see Red Bull up there though. I don't know what your thoughts on that, Dan.
No, to be honest with you, we're always staying partial. I would love to see MJ Cooper on the podium because it wasn't the best Cooper last season when he was trying no assists. So yeah, I mean, I would like to see MJ Cooper on that podium and coming back to form. So yeah, Red Bulls. I'd like, at least MJ Cooper up on the podium at least.
Yeah. Just following the safety car as well, Tony White picked up a 5-second penalty for corner cutting.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I think we discussed that on our last stream as well, that it's really strict with the corner cutting under the safety car. You don't need to be corner cutting under the safety car under any circumstances really, and I think that's why that's been put in place. Yeah,
I mean, I think safety car in this lap, James. Safety car is in this lap, so I will check from around Aaron J. DeLange. If you want to check a little bit further
be down
back,
from Reshka and Sab in 10th and 11th.
Perfect, mate. So I'm on board with Aaron J, approaching Casino Triangle. In fact, let's just go with TB. Let's see when he goes. I think he'll go halfway through Casino Triangle.
Yeah, we've got
he's
10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
He's gone. He was directly halfway through Casino Triangle and he has gone.
Yeah.
He got a great start. Absolute blistering start in TB.
It's worth mentioning, CP Alex is up in 15th from the back of the grid.
Fair play to him.
He jumped a few places in a safety car. But it looks to be all... Ooh, Marty's gone a bit wide further back. Jacob's gained a place from that. Meg's gone around the outside of Marty. Another good move there, so that puts the two Williams in 18th and 19th.
Just on board with the front leaders now, James. Sorry to interrupt you, mate, but Aaron J, half a second back from MJ Coupe. The P1, P2, P3 and P4 all very close. Then there's a massive jump from Aaron J back to DeLange, who's struggling now, 1.6 seconds back, but on his tail is Rymac. Rymac is really on his gearbox, mate. I think he might make a move here in a spoon, mate. Let's have a look what he does.
He's kept it tidy. Don't think he's going to push too much just yet.
Oh!
Spin.
Oh, Ribbies is out. Ribbies is out. I think that's another safety car, maybe. Ribbies spun coming out of spoon. He's out of the race. Not got a safety car yet.
Nothing's come up.
Nothing's come up, mate. That is unbelievable. Oh, we just saw the Haas in the background. Tony White.
Yellow flag.
Oh, Tony White. Tony White getting really, really harsh with Tipsy Hobbit coming through Casino Triangle. He's actually now behind Tipsy Hobbit. So I'm not sure what happened between Tony White and Tipsy Hobbit, but yes, something definitely happened. We were watching in the reverse cam and I saw the Haas have a little bit of a moment in Casino Triangle.
Yes, you've got Marty and Jim Laguna in the pits again. Jim Laguna is got a wing change.
Wow.
And if he's out on softs, and Marty is out on softs.
Back racing now, James. Back racing as we see Ryan Mac pushing on the back of DeLange. Softs versus mediums, and then of course on the back of him there's Tanker. Sorry guys, let's just flick up the tyre life boy. There you go. So the front runners of TB, MJ Group and Aaron J and DeLange all on the softs now. They're coming up to, I would say, they're saying 4 laps, but technically it's 2 laps, 2-lap race, or 2 race laps on those soft tyres. So you can probably push these a little bit further than normal and maybe go towards lap 12 or 13. But we'll see, we just see Aaron J and DeLange swapping places. Yeah, very strange there.
MJ Coop is out.
Oh no. Jump on board, Matty, see what happened there, mate.
Nothing's come up on my screen. They're just coming through Spoon now with Matty.
Brian Mac's pushing on the back of DeLange. Oh, it looks super close, that. I'm not sure where he's going to make this move, because he's literally got a much better pace than DeLange, but I just don't think he can find a place to get through. I mean, the more pressure he puts on him, you got Tanker on the back of him now as well. Wow.
Yeah. Dan, just further back as well, you've got Sab, RG and Lipensky all in a close battle coming through the S's, just coming into sector 2.
Yeah, you've also got RG on the back of Sab as well, mate.
It's all a nice trail there.
I'm surprised RG's keeping up with Sab though, because he's on the hard tyres, mate. Looks like Sab's struggling. He's going wide at the hairpin. Has Sab got damage? Let's just check.
He looks alright.
Yeah, I can't see anything there. Looks like Sab's alright. He's just struggling for some reason. Not sure why.
Yeah, RG is all over the back of Sab at the minute. Will he turn up his ERS and try and catch him on the straight before 130R?
Yeah, he's on board with RG now. He's not deploying his battery. I think he's saving it, mate. He really is just saving it. But he's really pushed on the back. I'm really surprised, because he's on the hards and Sab's struggling, mate.
Yeah, just a bit further back as well, Meg has just taken over CP Alex. Looks like Meg's properly on the charge. The Penske's next in line for Meg. Oh, CP Alex just running a little bit wide there, coming through the first corner.
Got Reschke as well, James, on the back of Tony. We're trying to find these battles. It's hard to pick who's going to make the next move, but we'll try our best, guys who are watching, to pick the overtakes as they happen.
Yeah, from Rymac back to, well, even back to Saab, it's a massive train.
It is. I mean,
everybody's in close proximity of each other.
Oh, CP Alex, look, he's closest. Oh, they're all close through the hairpin, aren't they?
Yeah. Very clean racing. I know minus the safety car in the first lap, but apart from that,
yeah, it's been very tidy,
so
mate, yeah. Very tidy indeed, mate. Really impressed. And I tell you what, apart from those the first lap penalties, I've not seen any track limit penalties. Have you, James?
Nothing.
Yeah, not even any. Not
even a warning.
Yeah.
No.
Now I know you watched a lot of F2 performance in the previous seasons. You know what F2's like. They love getting penalties, but nothing really surprising. So fair play to the drivers.
Perhaps they've just tidied up a little bit around the edges, as they say, and really honed in on
James Tanker
on track limits.
Tip Jobbit, mate.
Yeah, I'm on board as well.
Yeah, Tanker on the back of Tip Jobbit coming through the S's. Looks like Jake's just struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
It's looking good though. Looks like everyone's just settling in. Oh,
Sab's
Sab.
out, Sab's out.
Oh, well, go to Mr. Steen. Let's see what's happened, mate. Check on Mr. Steen.
It's all clear there. I'm just coming on board with Matty now to see if he passes anything. He stopped. He slowed down during the track, but the car wasn't there, so I'm assuming that the car is
in a safe position. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Sector 1.
So I reckon another 5 seconds, this virtual safety car should be in. Staying out a bit longer, actually. There we go, link's going, yeah, green light. And we're racing again, guys, we are racing. So, Lipinski on Meg Lugby. Lucas here, try and go, can they keep it clean? Yes, they can. Oh, there's a nice four-way battle there as we start lap 10.
Dan, it's a battle here as well, 11, 12, 13 and 14, all quite close.
Yeah, that's what I'm on now, mate. Yeah, I'm on with Lipinski.
Ah, there you are then.
Yeah, I'm on,
Sorry, buddy.
I'm on with Lipinski, buddy. Come on, keep up, James. Oh, no contacts. Meg Lugby. Oh, no,
yeah,
CP Alex.
CP Alex, we caught that one.
Oh, we just caught it. CP Alex tried to go up the inside and just got a little bit of wheel bagging, and that span him. So CP Alex losing out in that battle there. That spread those guys out a little bit more now, so not as close anymore. Riding on board with Reshka. He's chasing down Tanker, coming through Degner's, racing down towards the hairpin. See, Reshka is on the softs, he's done 8 laps on those softs. I've got probably another 3 or 4 laps left to go on those, mate. What do you reckon?
Yeah, 8 laps. They usually pretty much past their best shelf life.
Yeah, I think 12 laps is achievable round here, especially with the safety car we've had.
Yeah, and the 2 virtuals as well. I know they weren't very long, but...
Well, the first one was, I think the first one was about nearly 3/4 of a lap, so...
Yeah.
I mean, that's helped the soft guys. It won't help the medium or the hard runners.
No. Look at the gap TB you've pulled already. RNG's just gone into the pits.
And Delangay's as well.
I pushed Tipsy up into 3rd provisionally. Everybody else has moved up a few places.
Yeah, see,
all the way down to Aaron's.
I reckon Tipsy could be in with a good shout here. If he runs those mediums to lap 21 maybe, and then shows them some softs, depending on what gaps form from now to then. We know what Jake's like for pushing tyres. He pushes them way longer than most people can.
Yeah, it's a bit risky sometimes doing that, I think, in my opinion.
Oh, I agree, mate. Yeah, I mean, I certainly could do
maybe
it.
an extra lap or 2 maybe if you feel okay, but I've seen what he can do on tyres. It's frightening.
I'm up with RNJ on the back of Mr. Steen, right on the back of his gearbox. He's almost pushing him round. Oh my God! Mr. Steen goes off on the Dunlop curve. He's in the gravel trap. I don't think there was actual contact there. I just think Aaron just pressured him into a mistake. I think it may be one for the stewards. I didn't see contact, James. I don't know if you caught it in time or not. But yeah, Aaron J.
I was on board with you, buddy.
Oh, mate, he was on the back of his gearbox.
If you go to 3rd down to 5th, there's a good battle there with Tipsy, Tanker and Reshka again.
Sorry if you caught the audio breaks there, guys. We just got lost a bit of audio, but I think we are back and running. Yeah, Tanker on the back of Tipsy. His Tanker's got much higher corner speed there. This is the most difficult part of S curves. Tipsy's struggling, I think, mate. Tanker looks really planted through there.
Yeah, Aaron's are just taking Jake in the pits, along with Delangay has gone up a position, and Sab has just retired as well.
Yeah, well, we saw Sab out, didn't we? I think he was just waiting to I think it's always best to wait a couple of minutes before leaving the lobby. just so that it synchronises properly that the race is out. Otherwise, if you leave straight away, it can desynchronize. So fair play to Sab, an experienced racer, waiting a couple of minutes before leaving the lobby, so fair play to him. Just looking down the order now, James, it looks like we've got a little bit of a lull. Guys are kind of settling in. Meg Luppy picking up a 3-second time penalty with multiple warnings.
Yeah, it's all settled down a bit now, I think.
Yeah,
you've still got fourth, fifth and sixth still quite tight together. And then it eases off again into fifth and sixth. But TB is really pulling away now.
Yeah,
apart from
really
being in the pits, obviously.
You know,
he just pits.
Just off what we've seen in the last, hour and 5 minutes, I'd like to see Japan again. I mean, we've only seen Japan 5 times in the 10 seasons of Invictus. I'd like to see it again. I don't know what you think, James.
Yeah, maybe do it as a pre-season test for the end, season 11.
Yeah. I mean, I much prefer Japan over. Reshka, all over the back of Tanker. We're just on board.
Yeah, just jumped on board.
Coming through.
Yeah, Max picked up a 3-second penalty.
Looks like
it'll lock up.
Yeah, Reshka's really going for it. Now, another one. What we're speaking about Reshka, mate. If Reshka can win today, there'll only be. Let me get this right. Yeah, if Reshka can win today, he'll join the ranks of winning his first F2 race. There's a couple of other drivers that have done that. So Lozak, Tanker, and Betrayer, who was actually Jim Laguna. Yeah, if Reshka can win today, he'll join those guys in being a driver that has won their first race in F2.
Yeah,
so,
Reshka's on 11 lap old tyres on softs, so they're pretty much done, I'd imagine.
Nah,
he's coming in.
Yeah, we said lap 11, lap 12, didn't we? So
yeah,
I reckon he'll go mediums.
I'm still on board,
mediums.
Just to check, yeah. So Meg's up in 6th now, so he's one of the big gainers for today's race.
But
let's quickly find out.
Saying that, James, on board now with TB, he's only 12 seconds behind the leader on fresh mediums, mate. Fresh mediums. Yeah. Everyone else in front of him, apart. Oh no, he's gone now. So yeah, he's now effectively going to take the lead. Is TB. Reshka, I think it's safe to say, he's either going to be P2 or P3, unless Aaron J can have anything about that. I think Aaron J is in line for podium. Is it too early to say TB, Aaron J and Reshka podium?
It's not too early, but
look, logically thinking, I think that's what we've got.
Yeah. Oh, we all know how fast TB is, anyway. It's a given.
Stupidly.
Yeah, so as long as there's not too much traffic, he's definitely got a podium. If you can come through the traffic now nicely, without any incidents and fast, I think he'll have a podium.
Don't discount Steen, who's just been passed by Jim Laguna through the hairpin. Steen, he's on fresh tyres. I think he's got damage, you know.
His wing looks alright for me. I can't see any.
Oh, he's round! Oh, Jacob and Mr. Steen. I just caught that as I went to him. I'm not sure what's happening with Steen. He was really struggling. He got passed by Jim Laguna, and then Jacob and himself came together, and he spun all the way around. And I imagine.
Give me Matty.
No, Matty.
Mr. Steen's in 12th.
Yeah, Mr. Steen, he's just spun. He got spun by Jacob. Unless I've got that massively wrong, I do apologise if I have.
Yeah, Jacob's in 14th on mine. I don't know if that's my side.
No, he's on 14th on mine as well. But Jacob went past one of the Williams, and one of the Williams spun, and it must have been Matty. I'm almost positive it was Matty, mate.
Cool. Must have been my fault then. I must have misread. Sorry, buddy.
So yeah, I'll just double check with. Yeah, Steen's got an okay wing. I think Matt's not.
Matty looks okay as well.
Yeah, he does. Maybe he's got away with it. Tony White picking
and in the midst of all that, tells us in the midst of all that, Tony picks up a penalty.
So yeah, sorry for the hectic commentary there, guys. But yeah, unfortunate. That'll be another one for the stewards, I believe, James.
Yeah. Meg's hunting down Tony White now. There's a lap hole difference in the mediums that they're both using. Meg's in.
That's early for the mediums.
Yeah.
That's really early for the mediums.
What do you think he's going to go on? I'll stay on board.
Soft.
Oh, he's got a 5-second penalty, stop and wait penalty.
He'll go softs. Gotta go softs. Whoa! TB flying past Lipinski.
Now he's on mediums. He's come out on mediums again. He's going to the end.
Mate, I really hope we can see footage of this after. But we saw TB come through the back of Lipinski like the Concorde going through Paris. Honestly, mate. I should apologise for that comment. That's a bit insensitive. Bit of an insensitive comment there. I do apologise about that. But yeah.
Meanwhile in the back, Jacob takes over Jim the Gooner. But Jim Gooner's on 10 lap old softs, with Jacob on fresh-ish mediums, 4 lap old mediums.
I'm going to go back to interval times and just track this, but there's a bit of a weird moment in the race where
everything settles down for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, but we've still got guys on fresh tyres now. In fact, I will flick back again to leader now. What is it 23 seconds round here for a pit stop?
Yeah.
So 23 seconds. So you've still got the likes of Tipsy Hobbit and Tanker that could pit and still come out around P9, P10.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult one because obviously Tipsy's in a really good position at the minute, as is Rymac. They can't go any further on these mediums, but then they drop straight back down the field. But then you've got Tanker, RG will go another 3 laps, 4 laps on hards. Tony White possibly coming in this lap. Yeah, TB's back up in first anyway. Depending on when RG pits.
To the bottom of RG now on the back of Tanker is 14 laps on those hards already, mate. We've got another 12 laps, is it, or 11 laps to go? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure RG could make it to the end competitively on those hards. Could you?
It's difficult to see. I'm not taking anything out of RG as a racer, but I don't think he can.
No, I don't.
And it's been a yellow in sector 1. Matty is spun by the look of it. Yep, Matty's spun. He's in the gravel in sector 1 through the S's, and he's taken a bit of wing damage.
Yeah, I think that's Matty out.
Yeah, I think he take it back to the pits and retire, unless he just puts hards on and just gets to the end of the race.
Right, Matt's in the pit, mate.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for them, see where they go on.
And Tony White in the pit as well also, mate.
Yeah, Rymac's got a 5-second stop and go penalty. He's going on softs. Tony White, 5-second stop and go penalty.
Now I'll tell you what, James.
Also goes on the softs.
The only way RG can get a podium here is if there's not a safety car. It's the only way he can do it. But you've got TB on those freshish mediums. Lipinski, he's the same boat really. He's going to have to either go to the end. Let's see what Lipinski's like actually. Let's see if he's running alright.
Yeah, I'm on board with it now. He seems to be okay. Ooh,
He's
runs a bit wide there.
No,
second Degler.
To be honest with you, mate.
Yeah. Tell you what I will do when it's settled down a little bit. Let's just check.
Just look at RG on back of Tanker. I'm not sure he can make a move on those hards though.
Yeah, I've just checked the Penske's lap times and they are consistent.
Wow, okay.
Give or take, you know, a few tenths of a second here and there. But yeah, no, they look very consistent, so he seems to be managing them quite well.
See, I think Tanker's struggling. Ah, there we go. We see Tipsy over in the pit. Jake's coming. How about see RG overtake Tanker on the right hand side? He's got the inside line into the first curve. Yes, he does
he's got it.
Clean. Yeah, that's a clean overtake.
He's got to create a gap now. RG has got to push for this gap now.
Now that was critical because coming through the S's, that's going to mean Tanker won't be able to follow. That's going to put those really stressed mediums through their paces.
Oh,
that's exactly what I said. Exactly what I said.
Yeah, Meg's come within half a second of Steen as well. Just coming through the start-finish straight. It'll be interesting in the next lap or so to see how close he can get to the back of Mr. Steen.
I guarantee.
For the last point.
I guarantee Tanker's coming to the pits, mate, because I did say once he got past, he was gonna make a mistake in the S's, and he did.
Yeah.
He's got a long time on those with heavy fuel. They're gonna be short.
Yeah. I got a feeling he's gonna limp around Spoon now. He's gonna take it really easy. He's not even going to put the power down because he knows that the back end is just gonna come straight out of that Alfa Romeo.
Well, those rears after that spin up, those rears are going to be on fire, mate.
Now you've seen Tanker spin. Do you think RG will stay out another lap?
Yeah. No, I think RG might go to the end, mate. I think he'll push these hards. I really do.
RG picks up a time penalty for multiple warnings.
Yeah, I think
TB's going to. I think TB's going to see his. Yeah, TB's going to check the time in front now, and he's going to know that he's got a penalty. I think TB is just going to, as Hamilton's race director would say, hammer time. He's just going to go hell for leather.
Jake on the back of Reshke into turn. Not close enough to make a move. So
Rimac sets a fastest lap.
Fair play to Rimac. Now let's go on board with Tipsy. Let's see what he does. Does he go right behind him or does he break away from the dirt? Yeah. Looks like he's just taking it easy. He's not too close to him. Yeah. Jake's got it down.
He knows.
Yeah, he knows to stay back. He knows to stay back. Now put the pedal down.
The same with Rimac behind Tanker as well. He's just dropped off a little bit just to save the tyres, stop them from overheating. There's a 5-second gap then to Delange. Meg be still behind Mr. Steen. He hasn't really got a gap though.
8 laps left to go, James.
Yeah.
Aaron Jake could be on for a podium here, mate. He really could.
Yeah.
Tipsy up it though. He's going to be on those softs. He's going to be pushing. As is Tanker. As is Rimac.
Yeah.
Ooh, RG. I think RG.
Just on board with Tipsy. But easy. Ooh. Yep, he's made the move. Tipsy's around the outside. Inside rather. The thing is, though, RNG's is 2 seconds in front of Tipsy.
See this, I know we keep trying to make predictions and trying to say where people are going to come, but you never know. It only takes one. Oh, he's going down the inside. Reshke tried it on the inside of the first curve. Oh, the touch. Oh, into the first S's. Oof. From the broadcast here, we just saw Reshke making a move down the inside of Tipsy up.
So in the midst of all that, Delange is now pushed up past Meg and is now on the back of Mr. Steen. So Delange pushed up for the last point. 7 laps left to go.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to make a move on Rimac though. He's on fresh softies, Rimac, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, really exciting. We've got 7 laps remaining of the first round of Season X. Formula 2 equal performance. Been a fantastic outing so far. We've only lost 3 drivers. Still got 16 in the mix. Technically 15 because Matty's way down at the back there.
Do you know what? I think that Penske could hold on to this third.
Do you think?
Yep. There's 9 seconds between the Penske and Aaron.
Let's just remind ourselves where they started. Lipinski started second. I mean,
It's a bold strategy. I think any driver that goes on the hards, all during Japan, is a brave strategist. I really do.
Yeah. Tanker's got a 3-second time penalty for warnings.
I think that's the second one I've seen of Tanker, is it not?
Ah, Matty's gone.
Ah, lost Matty now. Oh, RG is really close. Oh. I'm not sure what's happened here. Because RG's showing a 10th behind Mr. Steen, but we can't see Mr. Steen. Is RG showing us first on your screen, James?
Yep.
Ah,
the TV
right.
second and Penske third.
It's just set itself. Jeez, first. Sorry, Mr. Steen was up in first place for some reason.
You would have loved that if that was the case.
No, yeah, he would, yeah. No one really close enough to make any moves. I think we've got Meg Luck with Tony White kind of in contention for moves here.
Yeah.
Let's go down to them, see what they're doing.
So Meg's within DRS zone.
Yeah, but I won't say DRS is that strong round here. Maybe down the unfinished straight, but...
Yeah.
And that, you know, the back run, if you put everything up, coming down towards 130R, you could maybe make a move down there, but you're going uphill there, so technically speaking, the backdraft coming off the cars it's not hitting the car behind, so it's an interesting one.
Yeah. Tanker's still trying to get close to Reska, but Reska's doing a good job of keeping him at 6-7 tenths behind him.
Oh, McLuppy. All up over the back of Delange's gearbox. That's going through Dunlop curve now.
Oh, it's dangerous coming up through here.
To Degner,
yeah, Meg's just moved out the way. Tried to keep the heat out of those tyres, or overheating then. I just slightly moving to the left before the Degners.
So it's all really settled down and kind of a little bit in a lull now, hasn't
Yeah.
it?
Looks like TB's harvesting up front as well, because he hasn't really got the gap down from 5.5 seconds to RG, so RG could be on the course to winning. And the same between Lipinski and Allens, the time hasn't really decreased then from the back of Lipinski.
Yeah. The closest
think
battle
this
is
could
Meg
be-
that we're up with now. He's going to make a move in Casio. No, he's not quite close enough. But I think Meg. Oh, Delange makes the rear axle. Meg, he's got this done now. Coming down the opening straight. DRS will open up. It opens up. He goes to the left, goes around the outside.
Ooh, keep it tidy, keep it neat.
He gets it done. He gets it done.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's going
Lovely.
back at him.
Ooh, Meg went a bit wide, I think. Beautiful bit of racing.
I think they're alright, mate. I think they're alright. That was close racing there.
See, just in that little section alone, Meg's just dropped off to keep the temperature at a decent
Level,
range, because he's lost 3 tenths just from backing off around the S's. It's mad.
But see, that's brought Tony Y up into contention now as well, because Tony Y's up on the back of him. Tony Y's done 6 laps on those soft tyres. He's only got 3.5 laps to go.
I was going to say, they've still got grip. I'd still be happy with 6 lap old softs towards the end.
Yeah, I would as well, mate, yeah. Totally.
I mean, they're not their best, but they're certainly not. They're not past their worst, or not past their best.
Yeah, I mean, I reckon the best range is the first and second lap. Then you'll have a bit of a lull, and then 5th and 6th lap will come back again.
Yeah.
And then they'll start to drop off slightly, progressively after that.
Tipsy's all over the back of LNGs now, just flicking up through 5 and 5th and 4th.
Jacob,
yep.
Yeah. That must be an off. That's a major time penalty. It's 5 seconds. That's a major cut, is that? I believe that's a mistake from Jacob.
Yeah, maybe caught the back end and spun it through a corner rather than the Degner's maybe one of the coordinates for that. They cut in onto the grass through the first Degner, possibly.
Yeah, maybe.
RG with the 3 second time penalty. You know what? I think now TB's got first. TB has first now. Knowing that he's got the penalties, RG's got, TB's got first. He's got RG. I'll double check the penalties for us and for anybody watching. RG has 6 seconds of penalties.
Wow, so that's
and TB is.
He's on the cusp. He's on the cusp, mate.
Yeah, yeah. I would like to be pushing on those hard tyres with RG, mind, to try and keep him out of that 6 seconds.
Oh, in fact, let's just. You can't really ride up. It's too far. What?
Tipsy's got them.
Yeah. Goes to the right, gets the inside line for the first curve.
Bit of the back, right Max as well.
Easy done. Easy done.
Right Max on the back of his teammate Reschke. The two Mercedes coming down to the curve 1. Side by side, going through.
Great. Yeah, that was compliance between those two teammates.
Hard racing, but fair racing. That's what we like to see. Meg within 2 tenths again, or 3 tenths again, sorry. He's got to try and get past Delange for this last point. Final point on offer.
Just try to figure out who's next to make a battle. R&J chasing down Tipsy, but you know, Tipsy's on fresh softs, R&J on old mediums. I don't think he's going to do it.
Yeah, just going to check a few more penalties a second, 2 seconds.
Yeah, no worries,
mate. Check to see if Lipinski's got any. Now, Lipinski's have had 2 warnings, but he's had a clean race. He's had no penalties. So I think Lipinski's on for 3rd place there, and I think the same with TB as well. Yeah, TB with another clean race, no penalties. So yeah, I think that's how it's going to end. TB in first, RG
second, maybe?
Yeah, RG will second, and then Lipinski will be 3rd.
Wow, great stuff. I'm just on board now, where with Jacob, Tony White and Meg Lugby, all battling it out for this last position, this point scoring position. Meg Lugby's getting some serious pressure. Sorry, it said Delange gets some serious pressure. Meg Lugby's got DRS open. Get off that camera, come on, broadcast view. Goes around the outside, does Meg Lugby. A little bit too wide up the marbles. Oh, gets taken by 2 positions in 1. Delange got it back and then Tony Weiss through. Not what Meg Lugby wanted to happen there. Just shows you how it can all go wrong in a couple of corners. What are you watching, James?
I was just looking at the position changes. I was on board with TB. Just doing some quick calculations, but everything seems to be right.
Yeah, this
battle just started the final lap.
Yeah, James, if you want to jump on board with Meg Lugby to watch this battle while I take up RG, is that okay, mate?
Yeah, it's fine, buddy, no worries.
Great battle for that last point scoring position, they're really close together. So of course, just on board with TB, who's following RG. James, RG might get this, it's now 7 seconds.
Yep. Oh, Meg's getting close to Tony Way. Meg's got it all to do with Delange in 10th as well.
I thoroughly enjoyed this so far. This has been an absolute amazing round 1 of Season X for Invictus.
Oh! Meg's at the wall. Meg's hit the wall. Through the first S's, Meg's hit the wall. He spun out at the wall. On the last lap. So unlucky.
So,
see now,
go on, mate.
I was just saying, going back to what we said earlier about following the cars close through the first section of the S's, this overheats the tyres massively within the 2/10, and I think that's what's happened to Meg.
Right, sorry to interrupt, James. We've got RG coming through Castillo Triangle, taking the last curve as he got and storms his way over that bump towards the finish line. I believe he's going to take the win. RG, he's about 7.5 seconds. I think RG's going to get it. The French driver's going to get the win, I do believe. As TB comes across the line, he does. RG wins. RG wins his first race of the Season X. Lipinski taking third, but will he keep it when Tipsy Hobbit crosses the line? Jake crosses the line and he keeps P4. Aaron J comes across P5 and keeps it. Tanker comes across in 6th. Rymac comes across in 7th and loses it to his teammate Reshko, who's in 7th. Rymac in 8th. Delange will come across the line, coming through Castillo Triangle now, through the last curve. Be interested to see who keeps the last position. Delange comes across the line in 10th. Will Tony White get it? No, he doesn't. Tony White loses out to Delange. Oh, wow, what a final few corners of the first round. After Tony White, we get Jacob in that Renault car in P12. Meg Lugby, who I think you said lost it coming through the last lap.
Yeah, through the first section of the last lap.
And then Jim Laguna in P14. Coming through the last curve now. Yeah, wow. Phenomenal opening round of Season X for Invictus Racing League Formula 2 Equal Performance. Wow, what a race, James. I thoroughly enjoyed that. What about you, mate?
Yeah, absolutely loved it. Brilliant racing from start to finish.
There you go, guys. There's the champagne about to come, but I'm going to go to the tables. Now, I hope you've enjoyed that as much as me. Guys, drivers, if you're watching this back, keep that up throughout the season. So, of course, we've got RG taking the first win of the season. We've got TB up in P2 and Lipinski up in P3. Fantastic first race for Lipinski. Brilliant. He's putting his name down in Formula 2. Then Tipsy Hobbit in P4. We've also got Aaron J in P5. We've got Tanker in P6. Reshka in P7. Rymac in P8. Mr. Steed in P9. Delange in P10. Tony White in P11. Jacob in P12. Meg Lugby in P13. We've got Jim Laguna in 14. We've got CPA Alex in 15. We've got Matty in 16th. We've got Sab in 17th. M. Jacob in 18th. And Ribby's out in 19th. Not the best outing for Ribby's for his first official race of Invictus Racing League. But James, if you would do the honours and bring our podium sitters into the comms box, that would be most appreciated. Wow.
No problem.
So I'm really impressed with the likes of Lipinski, who changed for hards on lap 2. Absolutely fantastic. Matty RG and Jim Laguna also did the same. Obviously, it only worked out for the likes of Lipinski, so absolutely fantastic stuff from the guys there. Congratulations to all the podium sitters. If you stay tuned, guys, we'll do a couple of minutes or so of podium interviews, and then we'll let everyone get off. But, oh, wow, what an amazing opening round of the 10th season for Invictus Racing League. Thoroughly enjoyed that. I hope you guys did too. Let's hope that that sort of racing happens all the way through the season. We've got another 11 races go of this season, so yeah, let's bring that on. So it looks like we've got RG joining us.
Yeah, our race winner.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm here,
RG,
yeah.
Très bien. Congratulations, mate.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
How does that feel?
Oh, it feels great. Great start season like that. I mean, the pace was good. I mean, I went, on another strategy when I saw the safety car at the start. So I just went in, put on the hards, and just went to the end. Fabulous.
Mate, hards from lap 2 to the end. Absolutely amazing. Did you think it was going to work? Was it a gamble for you?
I knew I was going to go to the end, but I didn't know my pace on those tires. And I saw, when I overtook the Alfa Romeo, I think TB was at 4.9 or something like that. And I thought it was just going to melt on me, but he didn't. So there you go.
Fantastic, mate. Absolutely fantastic. So, one last question before we move on to the next races. You've shown some serious pace from last season to this season with that outing. Do you think you got any hopes for the title fight this season?
It's going to be a great battle, very hard. At the same time, I hope to have got races with the guys. So we'll see at the end of the season.
Fantastic, mate. Congratulations again, mate. Thank you for joining us on the podium, mate. Just hang about in case anybody wants to ask you questions from the other guys. But yeah, congratulations again, mate. TB, do we have you in the comms box?
We don't. I've invited him twice.
Okay.
We call Lipensky.
Lipensky, right? Okay,
Yes.
James, you crack on with Lipensky, mate.
Yeah. Well, how do you think the race went? I mean, me and Dan watched you as well as all the other competitors tonight, but it was just an action-packed race. What was it from your point of view? How did you find it?
I have to understand because I'm not English, so
Right.
speak slowly.
Yeah.
So
Sorry about that. The race was very, very fast flowing from start to finish. What are your takes on it? How do you think
James,
the race went?
James, Lipensky, how was your
Yes.
race?
I had fun, and I did a mistake in the first turns in the first sector because I had a bad start, and I don't know, maybe because I don't use heights at all, and so at race start the car stays quite difficult to have grip, and so first turns I had a big problems to control the car, so I lost some position. Then safety car out of nowhere, and I decided to go on hard because I was quite sure I was able to go till the end of the race, but didn't know at all the race pace I was able to do with that tire, so it was completely experimental race.
Yeah, it was very good, mate. One last question before we let you go. Coming into Suzuka, into Japan, were you nervous? Because it's a very difficult circuit.
Yes, and I was really nervous in qualification session because I was behind and didn't manage to put up a good lap in the first part of the qualification, so I had to do something at the end and tried the best. It was an all-in and went very well because I took P2 on starting grid, then bad start, but that's another story.
No, that's cool, mate. That's cool. Not a problem, mate. Well, I hope to see you on the podium again this season, mate. I hope you can carry on that form all the way to the end. So I want to wish you good luck for the remainder of the season.
I really don't know what to expect from this season. I'm really happy to be on the podium today, and I hope to be on the podium in other races again. But of course, it's just have to see how many time I can train for races, because it's not so easy to find some minutes or hours to prepare the races. So it's
we totally understand that, mate. So Lipensky, congratulations on your round 1 of season 10 Invictus Racing League Formula 2 Week performance.
Thank you.
I wish you good luck for the remainder of the season, and we'll see you again shortly, mate. Thank you for joining us. Lipensky?
Yes.
Again, mate, congratulations. Fantastic outing, mate. Hopefully we can see that form continue on. Is there anything you want to say to your fellow teammates or your podium sitters before we leave?
I don't understand.
It's fine, mate. That's not a problem, guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll let you go. We get off and
Okay.
enjoy the replay, guys.
Perfect. Okay, see you on the next race.
Thanks, guys. Take care. So, James, wow. Any comments from you? I'm not sure what to say because I'm blown away by that.
I can't get over how minus the safety car at the start and the brief virtual safety car, can't believe how fast people were going and how clean they were going. Like through the section one, everybody was just like, I know I've got to back off that extra tenth or so just to keep the tyres in nick. So they've got the grip. It's frightening. It's frightening to think that people can do that. I mean, you know, I as one of the guys commented on the stream earlier, I forgot to comment back, where I was all over the shop. That would have been me on that track. I would have been gone on lap one, following somebody through the S's. But yeah, it's going to be, if Lipinski can keep up his drive that he did today, if he can put that into the rest of the season, I think we're going to see a possible title contender, along with the likes of Lozak, RG again, if he can get another good run in. There's going to be more than just the two drivers battling out, I think.
Yeah,
I think come towards the end of the season, it'll be 3 or 4.
That is definitely apparent, mate. So I think we've got a very decent title fight between 5, 6, maybe even 7 drivers this season, which is going to be super exciting. So I can't wait for that. But I think we'll try and wrap this up now. We've been going a good, hour and 45 minutes nearly. But wow, round 1, season 10 goes out with a bang. I'm super happy about that. But guys, if you're new to Invictus and you're watching us fresh tonight, or you're watching this back after, then again, do hit that bell on the right hand side. It subscribes to the channel and you'll be alerted every time we go live. It's not just F2 we've got here. We've got Formula 1 on a Monday night. We've also got the Realistic Performance League on a Tuesday night. And then, of course, the 2 leagues running side by side at the same time is Equal Performance F2 and F3. By all means, go back, watch them all from this week. And, of course, watch out for the Paddock Show, where we will recap everything that's gone on with the races this week. We'll introduce the next circuit, and we'll also have the hot laps, where we'll have drivers from across the league joining us to discuss what happened this week, the circuit upcoming, and then of course we get an exciting time where we will pitch those drivers together in the hot laps and see how fast they can put their car round the next circuit. So do watch out for that, guys. Get us on Twitter. Invictus RL is our Twitter feed, our Twitter handle, shall I say. You can get us on Facebook, Invictus Racing League, and of course get us on our website. Do get involved, guys. Please join us again. James, I want to thank you, mate. It's been a pleasure commentating with you,
As
mate.
always. As always.
And I can't wait for next week. It is going to be amazing.
It can't come quick enough.
It can't.
I'm excited already. I want it to be now. Bring all the drivers back and let's do round 2.
Yeah, so do I, mate. So do I. So yeah, so guys, same time next week for Formula 2, 8 o'clock on a Wednesday. And of course, don't forget to tune in on a Monday and Tuesday for the Formula 1 and Realistic Performance. And again, once you've watched us on Formula 2, you can jump over to F3 channel and watch them as well. So yeah, guys, I may as well say good night, and we'll see you next week. Yeah, thanks, James, again, and we'll see you all next week, guys. Good night.
Yeah, good night, guys.